So right now we are doing a few minutes just to get ourselves warmed up because that's a very important thing to warm yourself up before getting into the deed. And yeah, this is right now being streamed live on Twitch. Welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to have you. Just shaved the beard so I look very beautiful. And I'm feeling very beautiful, which is a very good thing. I have some things here that I would love for us to talk about, and I think are gonna be an extremely there's gonna be a good, fun episode. Uh, I'm practicing right now 5 minutes of fun, just enjoying myself and just feeling good, expressing my authentic self, expressing who I am, what I am, and just leaning into that really because if I'm having fun, you're gonna have fun and everybody's gonna have fun, right? So that's a very, very important part of this entire thing. Today, hold on, because we're not in focus. And once we get in focus, we're gonna put this lens on manual, gang. And so today I was practicing the guitar and the piano, man. These things, they can be difficult at times. Holy smokes. When you are learning a new skill, it pays to not be hard on yourself. Oh man, it pays to not be hard on yourself. When I was learning the guitar, right? I was learning how to strum and I was learning a bit of chords, right? Strumming, chords, I mean, these are all different things that I feel like make a song, right? Like if we're gonna make a song or we're gonna play something, might as well learn that. I've been recently learning a lot about uh the structure of a song, right? So you got the bridge, the intro, the chorus, things along those lines, right? And so I'm educating myself on these things so I can learn how to produce a good song, right? And these things take time. These things take a lot of time, and you have to have a progressive mindset when thinking of when you're doing these things. Now, what is a progressive mindset? Is a progressive mindset is when you understand that the results you are looking for will not only take a surmountable amount of input, but that it is progressive over time. Success is progressive over time. You don't just have fun, you have fun over time. And so, with that idea in mind, what we are now looking at is okay, if I am learning the guitar, learning how to play the piano, and practicing these art forms to make the incredible art that we make. Now, illustration, illustration is amazing. And once you understand, like for me at least, illustration is very, very good. Once you understand how to have fun with a specific instrument, now all of a sudden it becomes that much easier to use it. It just does. The reason for this is because we are fun. In our deepest core, we were born fun into this realm. And so when we approach tasks, when we approach learning, I mean, learning is fun. And we've been taught that learning stops after you're done with the high school or you get your degree, you're done learning. And it's the biggest lie because now it's it, all of a sudden we stop having fun when the majority of things that are fun is learning things that we're interested in, right? So for example, like I know I will succeed at learning how to play the guitar and the piano and creating fantastic illustrations because I have fun. I prioritize having fun. Therefore, when I come across another task, it's going to become that much easier for me to have fun. So here are some of the notes that I wanted us to go over today. Reflection is the highest paying skill. Let's start with that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Reflection is the highest paying skill. What does that mean? Okay, so reflection is when you sit down and you are sitting with any discomfort that you might have. You can do this early on in the day, whenever something happens. Your ability to reflect on the emotions that you are currently going through, overcome them, breathe not only through them, but into them, is what heals your subconscious and allows you to be a good person, right? Sitting. It is an invisible thing, and yet it's the most profitable ever, because you can go from a distasteful person to the most happiest person alive with a few minutes of reflection. Wild, wild. I remember I used to have, there would be jobs that I would go through and I would ask myself, yo, I'm having such a bad day, and my vibration would be off. I learned, and credit meditation and having that frequent meditation after having some concussions, going through some breakups, my experience with psychedelics. Meditation has always been there for me, and it what I was doing was healing my subconscious of traumatic events. And the reason you go through your day and you have these bad vibrations holding you down and yucking everybody else's day up is because we've got to sit with the discomfort. We've got to sit with our subconscious, understand, reflect, and just relax and sit. In a day where it's so easy, in today's age where it's so easy to find distractions and to find things to take us away from who ourselves, right? Like, reflection isn't the most it is not the most pleasurable thing, right? Me telling you, yo, go sit with your trauma. No, that's not pleasurable. That doesn't ring something I want to do right now. It's the highest paying skill. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and reflect. Sit with my trauma. Feels good. No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all. Right? It's uncomfortable. I mean, it's the pockets of life. Pockets referring to learning, little learning crevices, right? And this can lead us to the next topic, which is pockets, right? Life is filled with little pockets of discomfort. And in today's age, it is too easy to run away from feeling frustration. Frustration is a clear sign that you are learning how to do something. It is a clear indicator. Frustration. Oh, I can't figure. Oh man, this relationship, this cook, this recipe, or this heavy weight. Frustration, right? Frustration is a clear sign of growth. It's a clear sign of understanding, or at least the desire to understand. And it's easy to run away from frustration, right? So that's the pocket, the dirty 30. What is the dirty 30? No, it's not when you get to 30 years old and you get dirty all of a sudden. No, it's the dirty 30 is the first 30 seconds, the first, not the, yeah, basically the first 30 seconds, the first 30 minutes of doing anything, right? When I was playing my guitar, learning how to play the piano, right? Or even now, like when I started this episode, like speaking, so on, so it's like these first 30 seconds of just awkwardness. Of I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on. I got no clue. Just getting comfortable, right? The first 30, right? For some people, I've even heard the first 100, right? That's more towards receiving an output from your input, you've got to put the first 100 inputs. Very similar, similar. I would definitely say when it comes to the dirty 30, uh, I mean, look, it's you have to understand it, see it. You know, like the fact that you are in it, the fact that you are getting comfortable and you're figuring something new out that you haven't done before. It's weird. It's like this unknown space that you have to kind of understand. It's like walking into a dark room, and you know, you got to walk a little slow, walk a little light, so you don't stub your toe on some furniture, right? So you have to. And oh, and this is another thing too. Starting slow and starting light. It's a very important part of learning anything and becoming proficient. Here's why. As you're learning something, what if you go in it, if you take a if you try to go and take a fat dent out of it, uh you're easily gonna you can easily disappoint yourself. Easily. So it's very important to start off light. Light. Right? I tell this to I would teach illustration to I would teach illustration, and I would go, hey, look, you got to go very, very light. The first layer is always a rough draft. It's very, very light. Don't go too hard, because if you go too hard and you make a mistake, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. So start off light, especially if you're a very naive individual. This is incredible advice to take in. I'm gonna drink some water. Ooh. Start off light. Start off light. You know, there's no rush. You're figuring it out. It's a first draft, right? Starting off light is so, it's changed the game for me. Because I know, all I gotta do is just skim it, right? Whatever task it is, skim it. Have fun. Like nice, light fun. Quickest way to learn anything. Especially getting through the dirty 30 when you're in the beginning. Nice, light fun, you know? And something that I love about this channel is that it's surrounded around learning and the love for learning. So if you're into that, follow, subscribe, press all the buttons around this thing. Yeah. Next. Oh, moving vertically. All right, this is a tough one. So bear with me. I'm gonna try my best to explain this. So whatever you're doing, someone has done it before, right? There's a book, there's a whatever, there's a format that you can follow of someone that has done this before you. Now, overall, when you're learning something, there's going to be a time where you are there's going to be little pockets, right? You have the dirty 30 in a few pockets, and that's it. While you're learning something, when you learn something, right, and you're implementing it, and you're implementing someone else's who has done this before format, what's going to happen is that you're going to start moving upwards. There will be more pockets, right? This is something that is very important to understand, is that there's going to be more pockets. There's going to be more challenges as a result of moving up vertically. Now, if you have assistance, that's great. But if all you've got is the format, once again, granted, you're going to move up along the skill set a lot quicker than if it was just to do it alone. But nonetheless, you might have a little bit more pockets because of that growth that you'll be going through. So I did that pretty well. Okay. The language of fun. This is the second to last topic, and then we're going to round it up. Okay. The language of fun. I think I've already spoken about this so far. So we'll put the nail in the coffin for this one. Okay, so the language of fun is incredibly important, right? The language of fun is spoken with two principles: authenticity and conviction, right? Why is this important? Why is this important? Why am I talking about it? The language of fun is very important to understand because it is one of the fastest ways to learn. It's one of the fastest ways to put together things, right? In addition to starting off light and everything that I've also spoken about today, allow yourself to embody fun, right? Allow yourself to embody fun. And I'm gonna finish the episode today. What we got 15 minutes straight of just me talking. So thank you for sticking here. Thank you if you've gotten this far. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna get really close to the mic. Thank you, appreciate it. Cool. Don't exit because of that, but thank you. So the language of fun and channeling. I'm gonna seal up the today's episode with those two things: the language of fun and channeling. Uh, the language of fun. Once again, you were born fun into this world. You know, you got the kids, dogs. They're just fun, right? They're just fun. They're eager to learn because learning is a lot of fun and joy. It's incredibly important to understand the formula behind this, right? Which is authenticity. How do you actually feel about something? What are your authentic opinions about something? And then conviction, the way in which you approach things is incredibly important because it allows you to have that incredible momentum, right? And now that is a very, very super cool understanding of joy and fun, right? It's a bit deep, right? So feel free to replay this. If you're live, I'll be uploading this to YouTube. Replay it because it's incredibly important and it's helped me out so much when not only learning but feeling free and feeling like, oh wow, I can approach this no problem. And most of the education I get comes from making art. It's straight up. Channeling, the last one. Channeling is incredibly important, and most musicians and artists will give you an understanding of this, and they'll they understand this topic because it's doing something. It's becoming allowing yourself to become a temple for energy, really, for electricity just to flow through you, right? That's why authenticity is so important, because when you let yourself do things the way you want to, the way you feel like it is necessary in that exact moment, you begin to just, it's channeling. You know what I'm saying? And you get to bring things that are of the divine into your current space through channeling. It is a great, great thing to practice, and you can practice this at any point in time when you're doing anything. Authenticity is one of the best principles for channeling, because how you feel about it is how you feel about it. That's it. And it's great. So that's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, hit all the buttons available on this whatever platform you're listening to in. As always, access to hoodies, access to the creative mentorship is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.